my career was a bit different to others. I kind of stayed at a low profile. When I got my opportunity, I took it and went on from there.
Yes, Harry, man.
What's happening? You good?
Good to meet you, man.
Good to see you.
Thanks for coming on the show.
No worries, no problem.
So this is called What I Wore. We've basically got a collection of shirts to kind of tell your life story so far, right? We've got a lot of shirts for career so far, so I'm excited for this. But the shirt we've got on right now is a gift from us. It's a classic Tottenham shirt, 93 from the year he was born.
Thank you.
You liking it?
I like it. I like it. Definitely more baggy than what I'm used to, but it's nice.
Talking about the fit, right? So I want to know, as a player, like, what kind of shirts do you like? Like, how do you like them fitting on you? Do you like your shirts tucked in? Like, what's your kind of vibe?
Yeah, so kind of when I was younger, like youth team days and growing up, I always had my shirt tucked in, tight sleeves, but we didn't always get the nice fitted kits back then. So I used to kind of wrap tape around the arms and make it as fitted as possible. But then kind of as we got over the last kind of 5, 6, 7 years, the kits have been made to be fitted a lot better. End up like tucking them out. I think they're made to be tucked out now, and definitely more fitted around the arms. So that's kind of how I like it. So yeah, I have no complaints.
Love that. Okay, we're gonna start early childhood. Yeah, so we've got some classic Tottenham shirts here. I want to know pick me through which ones you would like to have worn now, like design wise. I like this one.
Yeah, I like that one. That's nice. Yeah, that's real nice.
Do you like flamboyant kits, like loud? Because Tottenham got some loud.
We've kind of, especially our kits like this season and stuff. I'm not too loud, but like this is a nice colour. Like this is, like especially, I don't know. I'd go all light blue like this, like cut socks, hit the white socks out at the bottom,
I like that.
And that'd be real nice.
We've got some obviously some heroes here. We've got obviously Ronaldo, Defoe. There's a great story of that you was kicking ball and then Defoe jumped out.
Defoe is one of my favourite strikers. Was fortunate enough to play with him as well. But yeah, the story was I was just in the street where I lived in Chingford, just playing football with about 15 of my mates. Just how you do it in the street, playing, and then Black Range Rover pulled up and Jermaine Defoe got out and just.
You must have thought, what?
Yeah, it was crazy. I was in the academy at the time, but obviously I was only about 11 years old. And he just got out, started playing with us for about 20 minutes, and then signed a load of stuff. We started taking our trainers off, getting them signed and things like that. But it was just amazing. Obviously, it's a story I'd always remember, and I remember talking to him about it, and he remembered it, and it was great for him to do that. And hopefully, one day I'll be able to do the same.
Pull up in a Black Range.
That'd be nice.
So we're gonna move on slightly. When you got onto like Tottenham books in this shirt, talk to me about this shirt and your memories of like playing as a kid at the academy and stuff. I remember this shirt being tight.
Yeah, this was real tight. And the thing was, I had a bit of puppy fat when I was like 11 years old, so I didn't look too good in it. But I remember it. Yeah, it was real nice fit, and the sleeves were like longer, so it's almost like a 3/4 sleeve. It weren't like the normal kind of tight fitted one here. It kind of come down to here. But I like the kit. Like I say, it brings back some good memories. Early days of Tottenham, some ups and downs, but it takes it back to where it all started.
When you was wearing this shirt, did you ever think, I can be a pro, like one day I can make this a living, or was this shirt just a shirt you was wearing, like, and you didn't know what you could become?
I think you always have the dream in the back of your head. Of course, it was always about being a professional footballer, but at 11 years old, you're just enjoying football. You're not thinking too much into the future, but I remember just being proud to represent Tottenham and wear the Tottenham badge, and it's good to see. This could have been my one back in the day. It's about the size.
Before we get onto your Tottenham career, we've got to talk about the years that kind of made you, like your loan years. So when you see these shirts, obviously we haven't got the Leyton Orient one that you played in, but Leyton Orient and all of these loan moves that you had. Like, what are your memories when you see these shirts? I remember.
Looking at Rochdale Way, my first professional game. I come off the bench, Rochdale Way. The pitch was horrendous. It was like a waterlogged pitch. It was like welcome to League One. I was obviously used to academy pitches and things like that. But I got about 15 minutes. I just remember being so excited, just running around for like 15 minutes straight. But I think I earned the respect of the team and the manager at the time. I weren't afraid to dig deep and get dirty and try and help the team. And I think we drew the game in the end. But great memories.
Wednesday.
Yeah, my first professional goal. At home against Sheffield Wednesday. yeah, I still picture it now, ball coming in and kind of there at the back post, I stuck it in the roof of the net, and yeah, like you said, these were big stages in my career. You know, I was 17 when I went on loan to League One and Leyton Orient, and obviously you're never really sure how it's going to go, and it's about gaining that experience, and it was a huge stepping stone to making it at the top level. It gave me great understanding of playing men's football at a young age and understanding the culture, and yeah, I love my time there, and it's great to kind of look back at this and see.
So when you see these other loan shots, because I remember like this one at Leicester, there's a picture of you, like a famous picture of you on the bench with Vardy. I'm like, did you guys not know what they had on the bench? Like, was this all like a learning process, or when you see the shirt, did you ever doubt yourself, or like that you could make it at the top level?
No, it's probably the Norwich and the Leicester one for sure were like the times in probably the toughest times I had in my career. Obviously, I had two great loan spells at Leyton Orient and Millwall, done really well. Then I went to Norwich. Couldn't quite get in the team, I got injured, so I come back and went to Leicester, and yeah, found myself on the bench a lot, played a few games, didn't quite do it, and it's probably the time where I thought to myself, if I'm not playing for Leicester in the Championship at the time, how can I play for Tottenham? But it was a moment I kind of stuck together. I had good friends and family around me and believed in me, and I've always had huge self-belief, and I just said I'm gonna do everything I can to go back the next season with Spurs and give it everything I got, and fortunately I got my opportunity and I was able to take it. But yeah, great learning curve, even though, like I say, it didn't go as well as I wanted. I think that was an important part of my story to being where I am now.
We have to talk about Tottenham now. So before we get into the nitty gritty, your debut, like, this must have been mad against Hearts. Like,
yeah.
I got my research proper.
I know, and it weren't the greatest game for me either. That's the thing.
Yeah.
But
how did you recover from that?
Yeah, it's funny. I look back now and I always think to myself, like, where would I have been? Say I scored the penalty or scored a couple goals, because obviously, you know, nowadays you score a couple goals when you're 17, 18, and
they blow you up.
The hype gets mad, and it's like it's going to be the next big thing. And I always wonder, was I meant to miss that penalty to kind of keep me grounded and keep, because my career was a bit different to others. I kind of stayed at a low profile, went on loan, kind of stayed under the radar, and then when I got my opportunity, I took it and went on from there. So I met a really proud day, obviously, to play for Spurs, and I just remember walking out of White Hart Lane just so excited. And yeah, obviously it didn't go how I wanted to, but for sure it was a great moment in my career.
For sure. So we got like all of the shirts from your playing career. I want to know what shirts were your favourite shirts to play in, shirts that you didn't really like. Like, just talk me through like some of these shirts here.
Yeah, so I mean, so this was real early again, but I love this one. I love number 18, being my kind of my first big season for Spurs. I'd say I played a bit under Tim Sherwood the season before in this kit. You
was 35 before, right?
Yeah, 30. I went from 38, 37, and then down to 18. I might have been 35, but I don't know if I played in 35.
So was this like the first time you thought, like, I'm part of the first team squad in this shirt?
Yeah, pretty much. Number 18, and it was when Defoe went as well. So Defoe kind of said to me that it'd be good if you could have my number, and so I spoke to the kit man, and he gave it to me, and yeah, I just remember this was a great season. It was like the first time I'd been playing regularly in the Premier League. Played some great games, like scored goals against Chelsea, Arsenal. It gave me real confidence playing against the top teams and managing to do well. Whenever I see this kit at number 18, it just brings back some good memories.
So talking numbers quickly, like you're known as a typical number 9, right? So you went for 18. Why are you 10, dog? Like, what is it about 10 that's special to you?
Yeah, I feel like 10 for Spurs was just a bigger number. You had like Robbie Keane, Glenn Hoddle, players like that, Teddy Sheringham. So I just felt like I wanted to be number 10.
I like that,
10 for England, for Tottenham, and obviously like number 9 for England. I feel like it's a bigger number for a striker, and you've had some great number 9. So and to be fair, growing up as well, youth team days, I'd wear number 10 a lot. I kind of played in that number 10 role, so I always enjoyed the number. But yeah, I just thought for Tottenham that the 10 was a bigger number and more responsibilities. So.
Yeah, so when you put the 10 on your back here, when you think about all those players you just mentioned, does that put extra pressure on the shirt, or like is that the pressure that you need to kind of bring the best out of you?
I think it brings the best out of you. I think obviously it is just a number at the end of the day, but I think what it represents, and obviously fans around the world and young boys and girls around the world watching you play. Hopefully one day trying to be the number 10 of Tottenham themselves. And so yeah, it just adds a bit more pressure. And but I enjoy that. I want to, like I say, represent the club well, and I feel like taking the number 10 shirt was the best way of doing it.
For sure. Before I got a few more questions on Tottenham, I have to bring out when you played in goal, bro. What's that feeling putting on a keeper shirt?
Yeah,
you're literally the opposite end of what you are.
Yeah, that was strange. That was, but the good thing was I scored a hat trick in the game already.
Yeah.
So it was like Hugo obviously unfortunately got sent off. I think it was 5-0 up at the time or something like that. And I was there. I'm going in. Like, you know what? A lot of outfield players fancy themselves in goal, so I was like, put me in goal. And it was strange because he gave me the captain's armband at the same time. So I had the armband on, the keeper's kit, goalie gloves. I think I still got the shirt at home as well. I asked him if I could keep it. And yeah, just a strange night. But yeah, just obviously scoring a hat trick was incredible. My first hat trick for Spurs, and then to have this on top was quite unique. So
proper memories.
Yeah, for sure.
So what shirt? And I'm looking through. Right, there's 3 shirts here that you are golden boot. I want to know what's peak when you feel peak Harry Kane in a Tottenham shirt.
Yeah.
We've got the golden boot from
last year.
Yeah, this is a serious shirt, by the way. I like
that's a nice.
Yeah. What's one of your favourite shirts to play in when you say like this is when I felt at my best, like right so far?
It's a good question. It's a real good question. I did enjoy this one.
That blue one.
Yeah, this was the year we was going against Leicester for the
league.
For the league, and obviously again, unfortunately, we fell short. But there's some nice goals in that one. I felt good. So that's like my second season. I felt like real kind of ready to go and take the league by storm after having like the season I had before. It was I think that was my first kit in number 10 as well.
For sure.
I feel like I'm growing as a player
every kit.
Every kit. Like I say, last season was amazing to get the golden boot and the playmaker award as well.
Yeah,
so
that was proper balling out in this shit.
that was a good season. That was a good season. So yeah, I mean, like I say, I feel like hopefully every year I'm improving, and whether I'm scoring goals or not, I feel like just as a player, just understanding the game more. But yeah, I think getting the playmaker award as well as the golden boot, this one was definitely pretty special.
Before we move on to England, we've got some big names here. Obviously, you're chasing records. You've got Jimmy Green's records coming up.
Yeah.
Can you please take the record off this guy? I need you to do it, Harry, please, man, because I'm sick of hearing this guy talk about his record. So, do you reckon you can do it?
I think it's there to be done. Obviously, there's still, I think, 90 odd goals to get there, but
I think you've got it in you, man.
I think it's definitely an aim to try and reach it. Obviously, I feel like I've still got many more years of my career to go, and yeah, it'd be an incredible. Obviously, Shearer was an incredible striker, incredible number 9. So even to be close now is great, but for sure, it's definitely something I want to try and achieve.
So we're going to move quickly to England. Obviously, you're England captain. Massive now, but talk to me about the 3 lions and putting this on for the first time. What was that feeling like?
Yeah, that was just still one of the best moments of my life, I think. Growing up, obviously, I loved football, but I just loved England. I love watching England more than I watched club football. And yeah, it was always a dream to just walk out and wear the shirt, and to do it at Wembley as well was just the perfect situation. Coming off the bench, come on for Wazza and managed to score in like a couple minutes. It was just like everything just fell into place. I had all my family there, and just a real proud moment to wear this. Obviously, I represented England at youth levels, but just to get to the senior level and to score and to do well was just a dream come true. And even now, every time I put the shirt on, it just makes you realise how lucky you are, and you just want to do it for the rest of your life, really.
Sure. Obviously, as the captain and like the leader, you've had like some incredible moments. You've given us some incredible moments. Let's start in 2018.
Yeah.
Just talk to me. I feel like this was like the resurgence of England, like this shirt here, and like these shirts here. Just talk to me about that tournament and what it was like that World Cup in Russia.
That was a big part of it. Definitely the red one it brings back more memories than the white for some reason. I don't know why, but yeah, it was just. That was a big part of what we wanted to do. We feel like we'd lost connection with the English fans for a long time now, and before that World Cup, Gareth made a big point of trying to reconnect. Obviously, we wanted to do well and go far, but we knew we had a lot of work to do. But the first thing was to reconnect and get that feeling back with the fans, and we've definitely done that. Russia in 2018 was just an incredible tournament.
Yeah.
It was, and we was in our own little bubble, but we could just see the stuff going on back home. And every time we won, and just the moments, the way the fans were reacting to us, and that definitely built back that connection. And I feel like we've grown from there. But one of the best times of my life for sure, that World Cup, and I'm really looking forward to this year, and hopefully trying to go even further.
For sure. So you're talking about how like it was buzzing 2018. The Euros was something I've never seen that before. Like what you guys did for the country, just like, and a lot of it was played in England as well. Like, did you guys know what you were doing, like, or were you just trying to stay focused on the games? Because this shirt is gonna live in the hearts of so many people for so long.
It's so strange because, like I say, we was in England for the majority of it, and but when you're in your camp, like we was obviously in St George's Park, and there were still some COVID restrictions, so like we couldn't even see our families and things like that. So it was quite restrictive, but. Again, as the games went on, you could see it building and building and building, and obviously once we got to the final, like we come out of St George's Park, the streets were just full of people clapping, and it makes you realise how big and important football is for society and helping people. And what a summer! It was just so many great memories, and being part of that squad, we all get on so well.
You could see that, like you could just see
it was just
much of a family it is.
Yeah, exactly, and that's what we've built. So. I remember when we first saw this shirt, and I remember talking about, I think it was with Dominic, and we were saying hopefully this is the one to win our first major trophy, and then obviously we come close. So now we've got one more. We'll have to wait and see what the next one's like, but hopefully that'll be the one.
I'm looking forward to that. All right, last question, right? So, Harry, you're in a burning building, yeah? You have to save 2 shirts, right?
2 shirts.
So one of the shirts is based on your fondest memory in the shirt.
Yeah.
The second one is based strictly on the style. So me and you were going to a rave. Which one we're going to take out? Right. So let's go with the one, best memory.
Best memory.
You have to pick one. I'm sorry. I know you got a couple memories here, but you have to pick
tough, one. Man. Best memory. I'm gonna have to go England.
Debut,
yeah.
I like that. So solid choice.
That one's.
All right. Best looking shirt here.
Best looking shirt.
There's a few good ones, you know. I've got my eye on this one, I'm not going to lie.
You like that one?
Best looking shirt. You even got this, I know you're a big Tom Brady fan as well. Got that, you could pick that if you want.
No, it's got I'm going blue. I think I'm going this one.
Going with the blue, yeah?
Yeah, I'm going a little bright blue.
Yeah, I like that. I like that, man. Solid colours.
I could see myself out in that. That's nice.
That's big, man. Harry, thank you so much for coming on. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Good to see you.